Hi everyone! This short video is to introduce the latest game from Popot Software, SwimChamp for all iOS devices. This sports game has been designed to be a blend of realistic simulation with a simple, fun and playable gameplay loop. This is to try and depict with the highest fidelity the beautiful and technical sport that is competitive swimming. First we're going to go through a few pages of the tutorial to explain how the mechanics work. Let's go customize our swimmer. In this screen you can see I choose the colour of the swimsuit. In a later one, you'll be able to choose between a male or female swimmer. So let's choose a colour. Go for navy blue for now. Tap OK. Now in that screen you can see all the detailed abilities of your athlete. Those are based on how swimming really works, both in terms of fluid dynamics and human fitness. They are the minimum to start with, but you have 2 upgrades already to improve our swimmer's performance. Now on the right you can see some of the abilities are locked for you now. You will gain access to them later in the game. So let's pick a first ability to upgrade. We start with the crucial one, strength. Now our athlete is ready for some action. Let's tap the training tab. Here you will be able to choose all sorts of different training workshops to practice and refine your technique. Let's start by the first one, the start. So we're now heading to the pool for your first workout. So it's just you and your coach, and we're going to practice the dive in a very similar conditions to real races with a starter system featuring both audio and light signals. So we wait for it. Go! Not too bad. The aim is to obviously to train and reduce your reaction time, so have a fast start. Now let's try again. And this time also trying to refine the way we enter the water to keep as much speed as possible underwater. Go! Here, as the ghost travels under the entry button on the right, you need to tap it at the right time to enhance the later part of your dive and optimize your entry. This allows you to keep a good speed underwater for the first few meters. Let's go back to the menu. As you keep playing and improving, you will gain access to more strokes, refined techniques, and of course unlock harder competitions. Here at the top you can see you've clocked enough experience to actually level up. That gave us some access to new game items that we're going to discover, flagged by those little red icons. Here you can see we've unlocked a new ability, the freestyle technique. We've also received 2 more upgrades. Might as well spend these on a new spec. Now let's go check this new training we've got there. Scroll to the right. Yes, we unlocked our first stroke, the freestyle. Let's go back in the pool now. In the game we call this alternate stroking, one arm at a time. We start in the water already, and as we show here, we're going to have to press one of those stroke buttons on the right. The top one is for faster swimming. It's the stroke with no breathing. Similar to the entry button, you must aim at tapping the right button at the point where the ghost travels underneath it. Now, on the other side, the same thing. The more you can tap accurately in a sequence, the more combo you will accumulate, increasing your speed. Here you can see, because we keep stroking without breathing, our oxygen has gone down very low. So let's breathe this time by tapping the lower button, here on the left. If we wait too long, it will start to tire out our swimmer and tap into his stamina in the red. It is slower. Now the last gauge, in green, represents your speed. So keep stroking accurately, raising combos and keep your momentum to the max to clock a great time. We're swimming all the way to the end of the lap here. 59% accuracy. This isn't bad for a first try. Good. That's it for now. Now let's go back to the menu. Again, report when we level up, getting more goodies to spend on our swimmer. Let's boost the stamina. So now we can see we unlock our very first competition. This is where the real deal starts, and we'll compare our skills with other swimmers. How exciting! Let's pick the first one, the 25-meter freestyle. Back in the pool, we see the race start sheet with all the other swimmers and their personal bests. So just like we learn in practice, let's get ready for a solid start. Nice! And let's stroke as fast as we can, keeping our ghosts in check and breathing when it matters. This is good swimming. I am slowly pulling away from the others, looking good. Oh, need to breathe or I'll start stalling. Last push, over 20 combos. Nice, I got first place. And a solid time. At the end of the race, you can check the details of each lap, combo count and response time. Let's go back to the menu. Again, some unlocks and new upgrades. The points that we got at this competition correspond actually to real FINA points to To be more realistic, the closer to the Olympic standards you get, the closer to 1,000 points you'll receive, which is massive. This time we've also beaten one of our best times. Here you can see the log of all your swimmer times. You can click on the time. This will give you the details of that race. Also, another very important part of swimming are the standards. You can click on it, and there are thresholds of times you need to beat in order to pass to the next group of skilled swimmers, gaining access to more exciting but also more challenging events. Let's continue to train a bit more. We unlocked the first advanced training workshop focused on flip turns. Back directly in the water, we start a few meters away from the wall. We stroke a couple of times, and as we approach the wall, the turn button and its ghost will become available for you for the first time to perfect a flip turn. Here my tap was reasonably accurate, but I didn't keep enough speed before hitting the wall. So let's try again. This time trying to stroke till the very last second while staying accurate. Nice! And that concludes the session. Back in the menu, we unlocked some new goodies. Let's go and upgrade. This time, our turn technique. That will be useful in the next race. Here we scroll to the right and let's compete in a 50-meter race. This new race will be using everything that we just learned to date. Dive, entry, stroking, breathing, and of course the turn we just did. Ready? We don't want to dive too early or we'd risk a full start. Now, great start, good entry. We emerge and we stroke accurately. Let's not forget to breathe. Our turn was okay. Another lap to go. We must keep going. This is tight. Keep comboing and stay at the front. Again, breathe. A very close finish. We got it. First place. Nice. Back in the menu and enjoy our rewards. We unlocked a new training, so let's go for a last session for the purpose of this video. This is another advanced technique, very important in swimming, the underwater kick. So here we start with the dive, and we're going to stay underwater this time, simply by holding down the entry button on the right. And while holding it, keep tapping the left kick button when the ghost passes. This is one of the fastest ways to travel in a pool. If you have a good streamline but also lung capacity and fitness to manage your oxygen, which happen to all be abilities you can also upgrade in SwimChamp. To avoid disqualification, you must emerge before the 15-meter limit represented by those cones. Good accuracy here. Note, you can also use this underwater kick right after the turn, as you will have the presence of the entry button popping up and be able to hold underwater. SwimChamp features all 4 strokes. We obviously have Butterfly, which is a synchronized stroke and requires you to push both stroke buttons at the same time. We also cover Backstroke. You can see here we were able to stay underwater on our back, just like in real life. And the Breaststroke, for the experts you notice we performed a medley turn as we were swimming a 100 meters IM race. That's it. Tons of competitions, and through training, practice and competition, you'll be able to take your rookie swimmer and transform him into the perfect athlete, able to qualify for world-class events, racing against the very best in the world, as you can see in those worldwide leaderboards for each of your key events. SwimChamp is available now on the App Store, and has been designed to work just as well on all iOS devices, from the iPod Touch to the iPad mini, and even the widescreen iPhone 5, optimal for this landscape game. Get SwimChamp now at a discounted price for a limited time. How fast will you be?